Hello Mechwarriors. Today we're doing a review of what I call the Prime Classic, or the Classic Prime. This is the Ebon Jag EBJ-PRIME, and this is a build that I've been running for several years. I've been running this build like this more or less for about 5 years. I usually, in the past, ran it with LRMs because ATMs weren't available, I don't think 5 or 6 years ago, I can't remember. But originally I ran it with 2 LRM-20s, and then sometimes I run it with LRM-20s with Artemis, just sacrificing 2 tons in ammo to do it, and it's not a big deal. And then it also has 4 energy points, and this build actually makes quite a bit of sense, and unfortunately a lot of the builds that I run don't exist in the store to buy, so you have to build them out in order to make them happen. Like my 3 and 3 builds that I run on several of my mechs, I run those on the Ebon Jag. I run them on my Shadow Cats, or not my Shadow Cats, but my Sun Spiders, and they seem to work really well, the build. You get 3 energy points and then 3 missile points. And whether you're running LRMs or ATMs, it seems to work out really well. But anyways, on this particular build, this is my oldest build on any of my mechs except for my Shadow Cat. And I do have a Shadow Cat that I refer to as the Classic. And that is 1 large ER laser, and then 2 medium lasers, and then 2 SRM-6s with ECM. And with the jump jets and mask, it makes for quite a fun build. You can reach out and touch somebody with the ER large laser. The ER medium lasers and the SRM-6s supplement defensive and or being offensive, and it works out well. So with this build here, I'm actually running 2 ATM-12s, and I'm running 4 energy points, which happen to be 4 ER medium lasers. Let me show you the build. So as I mentioned, I got 2 and 2, and I went with this particular setup because I wanted the options that this has for it, and I'll show you what I mean. It just makes it easy to keep this particular torso in here, because sometimes I like to run 3 ER mediums on this side and then 2 over here. That way you get that nice left punch where you have a little bit more punch on close quarters battles. I have 4 double heat sinks. I have laser AMS, and the reason I run laser AMS on this build and many of my other builds is because I've actually run into situations with the ballistic where 1 ton of ammo just wasn't enough. And it's kind of pointless to have a defensive weapon on board that's not giving you any defensive purpose once you run out of ammo. And that's why I go with the laser. So I'm also running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 tons of ammo for these 2 ATM-12s. And that's more than adequate in my opinion and many other people's opinions. For armor, I'm running 2 in the rear on either side here and 3 here. Now how to build this? I'm using the original Prime torsos left and right here. And then the Prime head, legs, and center torso. And then I'm using a B on the right arm and a B on the left arm. And so what this gives you is you get an energy cooldown of -5 here and energy cooldown of -5 here, and both of them you're getting +10 on the armor. So even though you're running this as an omnipod build, or what I call a hodgepodge build, you still got quirks that are going to give you some really decent defensive and or offensive features. When you come over here, you're going to get an energy heat -2.5, missile cooldown -5, missile velocity +5, and then +10 on the armor. I don't think we're getting anything on the head because we're married. When we come over here, we're getting a missile cooldown of -10, missile velocity +5, and we're getting +10 for the armor. Now, if you don't mind sacrificing having the AMS feature, you end up also getting additional missile features like, you get a cooldown that's for the entire mech, so that actually amplifies your missile cooldown that it also comes with. And then once again over here we're getting the energy cooldown. Now we come to the center torso, we're also getting +10 here. So this actually is quite a good build because you got good strike ability with the weapons here. Your cooldown is reduced on your energy weapons. Your heat is reduced, and your range is improved. And the big thing that I wanted out of this is I wanted to be able to reach out 400 meters optimum, skilled or not, and be able to do damage at the 400 meters for self support. With this build, the way it's set up, you can fire all 4 of these weapons plus the ATMs simultaneously and not run into a big heat issue. And if you notice, there's no alarms up here, so no ghost heat set up on this build. So we have a heat management of 1.36, 1.38, I think, maybe, I don't know. It's really good. We have a firepower of 72 theoretically, and that means that these actually in optimum range are actually going to do 6 more damage each than what they actually say. So that's 12 on top of the 72, which makes it 84 in close quarters. And then we have a speed of 81. Now when you go and look into the skills tree, you'll really see where this thing really shines. And I've said this before and I'll say it again. The skills tree is your best friend. You can have a real crap build, but if you've got really good skill set up, you're going to do really well on the battlefield. So I've got range maxed out and heat maxed out. Even though I've got really good heat management, I wanted heat maxed out as well, because this, in the height of battle, you are going to get hot. I didn't do anything in velocity because my ATM weapons are not the primary purpose. If I had 3 ATM weapons, I might have gotten some velocity, but I didn't want to sacrifice anything there. Ultimately, I would like to have laser duration reduction, but heat management was my priority. This is to supplement the front line. It isn't the front line. So I've got additional ammo racks, tighter spread, and more chances of doing crit damage. Skeletal density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, always maxed out, and that's my survival. I also have additionally 3 into overheat damage because I do run my override all the time. And I have cool run and heat containment because of that. I'm not running any seismic or any target decay, but I am almost maxed out on my radar deprivation. I would have liked to gotten that last one, but I wanted to max out on my heat management. And I also have the AMS on board, so that's going to help me. As you notice, I didn't do anything into the AMS here because, once again, it's not my primary feature. I want this. I want my heat management maxed out, and I wasn't willing to sacrifice anything else. This is the way I prefer to run this build. And then I have my 3 consumables, which is 2 cool shots on a UAV, which I pretty much run on almost every single one of my mechs. There's like 3 mechs I don't. And this is the build setup. And I hope you like it, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. An override we trust.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
No, I'm just joking, guys. I'm almost totally sober.
All systems nominal.
People talk.
Negative.
Engage.
This is Class Command. Get to the target.
Frozen Canyon Network.
Cut down any enemies that get in the way.
I thought for sure there was a way up over here.
There is here.
Trolley 3. I guess you have to go back the other way.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Alva. Osiris.
Target spotted.
New target
Here you go, sir.
acquired. Warning, incoming missile.
They got fire mark Delta 2 right behind us that located me here.
New target acquired. Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired.
something in Charlie 5, I think.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Yeah, Bravo's right torso is open.
Warning, incoming missile. Right leg critical damage.
Ouch.
New target acquired.
Yeah, Delta 3 upstairs. We've got a light mech running around. Alpha.
Yeah, just hit him with a round of ATMs.
UAV activated.
Coming up.
Target destroyed.
Oh,
Nice
he's
shot.
sleeping.
No, that he's just sleeping.
Target acquired.
He's gonna be
Right
okay.
leg critical damage.
Who we at the missile boat? Anybody wants to kill it?
Indigo is very fresh. He was fresh. Delta 4, we got an assault mech in the basement.
New target acquired. New target
He's got a friend.
Yep, exactly.
Mine.
Target acquired.
Kilo out near Delta 4. Whatever that is.
Target spotted. Need assistance.
Hey guys, turn around. We got another guy in Delta 4 for sure. Oh, maybe. Oh, he's still there.
New target acquired.
Yeah.
Need assistance.
System offline.
I am jacked up.
Remember, if you take down alarm spam mech, step on the cockpit before you walk away. We don't need that shit to be.
I just killed an Atlas.
Make sure you stomp the groin, stomp the cockpit.
Override engaged.
Need assistance.
Bravo
Target
4
spotted.
contact.
Charlie 3.
I don't even know what the fuck's hitting me.
Need assistance.
Yeah, there's a heavy in Charlie 4.
Target acquired.
Nice.
Target spotted.
Delta 3, there's a mech over there against the wall.
I'm looking for that mech in Delta. Which we haven't already got it.
Charlie
Target
3.
spotted.
Yeah, it's a light mech.
Target acquired.
Sweep the leg, Johnny.
Target destroyed.
Warriors, you have taken the target.
GG.
We are victorious in battle.
Good game.
Can't believe I made it. Ooh, look at that guy in the Sun Spider. He did really well. 1071. Next highest score on their team, 701.
Good game. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, GG, guys.